Fanatics, your favorite sports show returns. This time we turn the tables. We switch on to the FIFA World Cup. Your FIFA World Cup spin-off has returned. Good afternoon. Welcome to it. This is World Cup Unpacked. Now, I haven't been forthcoming. I must extend my sincerest apologies for not being as forthcoming as promised. This is supposed to be a Monday to Friday show, keeping you up to speed with everything related to the FIFA World Cup. Now, the FIFA World Cup kicked off on Thursday, 11th of June, in the Azteca Stadium, and a historic stadium which brings a lot of memories. We would go from Pele winning his second FIFA World Cup in 1970 to that tournament, the World Cup in Mexico, being the first World Cup to be broadcast in color. Mexico are no strangers to broadcasting the FIFA World Cup, by the way. Good afternoon, welcome to it. But before anything else, my name is Apiwe Roto. Let's talk the FIFA World Cup. We're going to be quick and brief about it. Match day one continues today. France and Senegal will renew their rivalry. Before we get started, let's give you news of what's been happening with regards to the FIFA World Cup. News in now, Sabri Lamouchi has been sacked by Tunisia following their 5-1 loss to Sweden on match day one. In a statement written by the Tunisian Football Federation on their social media aspect, they wrote, "Football is a results business and we take full responsibility for this disappointing performance. We thank Sabri Lamouchi for his commitment and dedication to the nation and wish him all the best in his future endeavors." Moving on to our other story. Now there's a comments that were made by your president of the UEFA. Now UEFA stands for now UEFA is the European Football Association. These were comments that were made by Alexander Catherine, which left many like very unhappy. Namely, the document that was written by the Royal Moroccan Football Federation, which was signed by the Cape Verde Football Federation, Curacao Football Association, Uzbekistan. Congo was also on the list, along with Haiti Football Federation, Algeria, Tunisia, Egypt, Ghana, Senegal, Ivorian, and of course South African football associations. They didn't take kindly to comments that were made by the UEFA president, stating that some of the games will be uninteresting in this newly expanded tournament. This is the first tournament that has 10 African nations, African teams on the tournament. We've gone from 32 to 48. From 64 games, we're now gonna have 104 games. We are on social media, by the way. The show will be available on World Cup. Hit World Cup Unpacked on TikTok. We are on Facebook also. All Things Football. We also hit me on YouTube. Comment, and subscribe. All Things Football presents World Cup Unpacked. Now, the joint communication statement reads: the football associations of Cape Verde, Curacao, Uzbekistan, Congo, Haiti, Algeria, Morocco, Egypt, Ghana, Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, and South Africa express their profile disappointment for the recent comments made by UEFA President Alexander Catherine regarding the expansion of the FIFA World Cup, as his characterization of many matches as being uninteresting. We fully respect but firmly reject these comments. For our countries, there is no such thing as an unimportant World Cup. For Cape Verde, who are debutants alongside Curacao and Uzbekistan, qualification for the World Cup represents a historic achievement and the realization of a dream shared by generations. For nations as Congo as Haiti, who returned for the first time since after being absent in 52 years, with their last tournaments dating back to 1970, last tournament appearances dating back to 1974 rather. Returning to football's biggest stage after a long absence carries a special meaning for millions of supporters who have waited years and some decades for this moment. To suggest that these matches are somehow less important is deeply disappointing. To recognize the efforts, sacrifices, and aspirations of players, coaches, clubs, football clubs, football leaders, and supporters across the world. Behind every qualification stands years of work and investment. Behind every national team stands an entire community, entire communities and millions of people who see football as a source of pride, hope, and unity. Football does not belong to a select group of nations. Its strength comes from its universality rather. The FIFA World Cup is the world's biggest football competition, the world's biggest football party, as many would say, and it's the world's greatest football competition. The FIFA World Cup is the world's biggest football competition precisely because it brings together different cultures, different histories, and different football journeys. For many countries, participation in the FIFA World Cup is not only a sporting achievement, it is a moment that inspires a generation of that accelerates development and creates memories that last a lifetime. We believe that every nation that qualifies deserves respect. Every team that has earned its place on merit, every supporter has the right to dream. Every match carries meaning for millions of people around the world, and of course, we therefore reject the president's comments and to reaffirm our belief that the growth of football must continue to create and inspire new generations and strengthen the truly global for nature of our game. Every team qualified on merit, therefore every match matters. Now, this was signed by the Cabo Verde Football Federation, Curacao Football Federation Association, Uzbekistan Football Association, Congo Football Federation, Haiti Football Association, and Solidar. Now, these football federations and associations signed this in solidarity. They also including in Algerian Football Federation, Tunisia, Royal Moroccan, Egyptian, Ghana, Senegal, Ivorian, and of course the South African Football Association. Let's take a look at how move speaking on to other news. Now I can confirm to you that Ghana, who are set to play their opening game tomorrow, kickoff of that fixture is at 1 in the morning on Thursday rather against Panama in their first game. Are said to be without key talisman and Thomas Partey. Now we can confirm that Thomas Partey will not be in the statement that reads Thomas Partey will be unable to travel from Ghana's team base camp in Boston to Canada for their first match against Panama on Wednesday 17 June as his visa application has been refused by the Canadian government. FIFA is not involved in the immigration process of the host countries, if including the adjudication of visas as with the previous FIFA events. The host ultimate government ultimately determines who receives and is admitted on into the country. Now let's have a conversation regarding the matter. Who is to blame? As FIFA not protecting the nations. Now we have had we've overheard many times FIFA President Gianni Infantino saying we do not control the rules of each host country. We had Somalian referee Omar Adan being denied entry to the USA despite having the legitimate paperwork. Who is to blame? Former President Mr. Sablata came out guns blazing, expressing displeasure at the decision to have Mr. Omar Atan not being denied entry, stating that everyone is and no, there's no one important to the tournament as the minute people are denied entry into that nation, the World Cup should be taken away. We saw Senegal being searched aggressively by security, asked to go through security asked them to go there asked to go through their bags to see if there's anything that was suspect. Not something we saw with other nations. We're not sure what the reasoning was behind that. Let's hope this will not will not deter the Football World Cup. Also, another situation that got us. Okay, it's hot. It's summer. It's one of the hottest FIFA World Cups. However, are we watching football or basketball? What's the story? Why are we watching the soccer in sections? It's supposed to be a free-flowing game, a cooling break. What is the story there? Is the story now news coming in? I can't say if there will now. It is not for me to say whether or not. Now, it is not for me to agree with the statement that. Now, it is not for me to agree with the statement that it's a basket. Make it make sense. Are watching football or basketball? What's the story? Now, we get the cooling breaks, the summer disrupting the flow. I feel though, on the contrary, it does disrupt the flow because it's football, a 90-minute game. Now you don't know whether first quarter, second quarter, fourth quarter, timeout. We don't know what's going on. Now, from what I heard over time, the idea of the commercials was to is for money purposes for Fox Sports. How true is that? Anyway, we not. Anyway, let's leave it be. We do not want to go too much into it. I myself cannot go too much into it. Let's turn our attention into the results of our opening encounters. Let's turn the results into our of the recent opening results of our FIFA World Cup, starting with match day one. The host Mexico got two, or dead man Mexico got one, or got one over South Africa, and a repeat of the FIFA World Cup opener in 16 years ago, and I meant South Africa, in which Pepe Tole and of course Themba Zwane were sent off in the first and the second half. Korea Republic coming back from a goal down to make it 2-1. It was a game of draws in Group B. Canada, Bosnia playing to a 1-0 draw. Qatar and Switzerland also playing to a 1-0 draw. Brazil and Morocco also played to a 1-0 draw, while Scotland managed to get away with a goal from John McGinn by an odd goal against Haiti, who made their first return despite putting on a impressive performance for USA. Another co-host, United States of America, beat putting 4 past Paraguay in a 4-1 scoreline. Australia too strong for Turkey by 2 goals to 0. 7-1 scoreline by Curacao, despite equalizing in the first half. We saw Ecuador falling short to a goal by Amad Diallo, Cote d'Ivoire, on Monday morning, but by an odd goal. Ecuador losing to an African country for the second time. So Sunday saw Japan and the Netherlands with Japan coming from coming from a goal down twice to force a 2-0 draw. Tunisia falling short by 5 goals to 1, which saw the sacking of their coach which led to the sacking of their coach, and will carry on with an interim coach for the duration of the tournament. Spain and Cape Verde debutants Cape Verde played to a goalless draw. Another draw was played between Belgium and Egypt. Egypt and Belgium also played to a 1-0 draw. Another draw. It was a Monday of draws in the FIFA World Cup on Monday and Tuesday. That is, Saudi Arabia and Uruguay also coming from playing to a 1-0 draw after Uruguay had to cancel Saudi Arabia's lead. The Islamic Republic of Iran had to come back twice to force a 2-goal draw. Here's what you can expect from the FIFA World Cup. Match day one continues. Match day one continues on Tuesday with France and Senegal playing a kickoff for that fixture at New Jersey is at 2100 hours. Iraq play Norway at Boston, Massachusetts. The first kickoff for that fixture, Central African time, is at 12 midnight. Argentina play Algeria at Kansas City Stadium, home to Kansas City Chiefs who ply their trade in the National Football League, the NFL. Before we conclude with Austria, who return to the World Cup for the first time in 28 years, and of course debutants Jordan. And that's it from your World Cup spin-off, World Cup Unpacked. The show will be available as soon as the show comes to an end. I will put it on your social media platforms. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. The full show is on football, all things football on Facebook. We are on YouTube at All Things Football Presents World Cup Unpacked. World Cup Unpacked on on TikTok, on all social media platforms. Talk to us. Tell us what you want to hear. This is episode 3 to the show. My sincerest apologies once again for not being as forthcoming as promised. Enjoy the World Cup. Take care of yourselves and each other. Cheers.